Hello and welcome to my 100% walkthrough of Elden Ring by Level Up Pup Gaming. Just on a personal note, real quick, I just want to mention, just in case anybody might not have heard it in a previous episode, I'm only making this walkthrough in my free time, and until this becomes a job, which would be a dream come true, but is kind of a long way off, or just kind of like a long shot. So I fully expect to be doing this in my free time for years to come. But that being said, I apologize sincerely for any delays and how long it takes for episodes to come out. If you need help, I recommend that you use one of the completed walkthroughs that are on YouTube, because those guys did awesome jobs with their walkthroughs, and they can help you with whatever you need. But if you are going to be patient and hang out and wait for my episodes, I just want to mention, and I'm new to this, so as you can tell from me stuttering a whole bunch, that I don't know really how to self-advertise or promote myself. I felt kind of shameful thinking about it, so just doing it, it's new to me. So I just want to say, in the description, I will leave a link to my Facebook gaming page, which is Level Up Pup Gaming, same as my YouTube. And over there, I stream the files, the three characters that I use to take notes to make this walkthrough. I stream me playing that because I figured if I'm going to play it and record it to take notes and stuff, I might as well stream it and rack up some hours on my gaming page. So if you're interested and you'd like to watch me actually go through the process of making this walkthrough and take notes and stuff like that, it's not as, thorough as the episodes I record, but that's something you'd like to check out, go ahead and click the link and give me a follow. And if not, I just love to have new people in my chat and hanging out and talking Elden Ring and stuff like that, or just video games in general. A family-friendly place, so no toxicities, no angry fights or anything like that going on in my chat. So please feel welcome to come by and say hi if you'd like. But with that being said, we are tackling the Volcano Manor today, and this episode has a ton of dialogue. I mean, a bunch. So in my note files, I was breezing through the dialogue, and I didn't realize I should probably actually let that play out and see how long it takes. So I don't know how far we're going to get through Volcano Manor. I'm hoping to get through it all and to Morgoth by the end of the episode. So without further ado, I said at the end of the last episode we finished up everything in Liurnia. I was wrong. We have one quest to finish up, which is Sellen's. So let's go ahead and do that real quick.
Shall we commence?
So since we picked up the sorcery from Primeval Azur over in Mount Gelmir, we can now finish the rest of Sellen's quest.
What's this sorcery, my apprentice? Ah, then you have seen Master Azure. Master Azure was a founding Glintstone sorcerer, and my first teacher. A stern judge of men. But he must have seen something in you. You make us both proud. We can speak more later, my apprentice. If you recall, I was exiled from the Academy of Rileigh. It was for attempting to restore the primeval current of Glintstone sorcery. The toothless pedantry peddled by the Carian royal family can rot for all I care. I want Glintstone sorceries that open our minds, unbound by terrestrial taboos, no matter what we give in return. My apprentice, I presume nothing. Teacher and student are not bound to tread the same path. But hear me out, my apprentice. I need your help to restore the primeval current of Glintstone sorcery. Perhaps this is a journey we could take together.
Say yes, let us journey together.
Splendid. I thank you. This pleases me. It's been far too long since I found a fellow kindred spirit. You must have a fabulous teacher.
And then click on have a favor to ask.
I need your help, my apprentice. Master Lusat is another founding Glintstone sorcerer. And like Master Azure, he was banished from the Academy. Now he languishes in prison somewhere. My apprentice, can you find Master Lusat? With this Glintstone key, you should be able to cross the boundary that encloses him. I need him to restore the primeval current of Glintstone sorcery. He's nigh a child of the stars. Such is his body now.
And then I know where he's at, but let's go ahead and just listen to this.
After his expulsion from the Academy, I heard that Master Lusat returned to his home, a place called Sellia in the eastern Caelid wilds. Thinking about it, I obtained the glintstone key I gave you from a Sellian sorcerer. It wouldn't be too much of a leap to suppose he's still cooped up nearby.
Alright, let's go find Lusat. So we're going to need to put heal on because we might have to deal with the Revenant. By chance, we're going to try and take him down with pots, but there's always the chance that he'll fly up next to us, so let's go ahead and put on heal just to be safe, just in case he does pop up behind us. Let's head on over to Sellia Hideaway. So if you did watch the Sellia Hideaway episode, you remember we fell down to that pit, and there was a wizard guarding a gate, and I said we'd come back to that later. This is now. Let's go ahead and get it done. Ooh, it's very kind of him. Let's give these a shot. These are the ritual holy pots. Oh, gotta put on heal just in case. I missed it. Oh, come on. I don't want to waste any more of these. Let's try lightning pot. See. Got it. I was hoping he'd move. Coming up. I will heal your face. No, doesn't look like it. That was not a lot of damage for a holy pot. It's okay damage, but those volcano pots do more. Ooh, see, the water pot did more, or the lightning pot did more because he's in water. Ooh, even the magic pot did more in the holy pot. That's crazy. Alright, now we can safely go on down. Get rid of this guy. Magic every time. Excuse me. Hop on down here. See, that jump, I just did some damage to him. You need to keep that in mind, because if you jump on an NPC, you'll do the same thing. So, some NPCs only take 1 damage to you. Ooh, could be good. That guy fall down? Yeah, he did. Give it up. Give it up, boss. Alright, now we can crack this gate and go on in. So if you had jumped on him, it would have done some damage and might have ruined the quest. And for that, the spell that guy just cast at me, like I think there's a few versions of it, and this is the ultimate version of it. So this one, so you got Glintstone Stars, Star Shower, and then this is the ultimate one, Stars of Ruin. Costs a lot though. Okay, so let's go report to Sellen, and we'll come back here one more time to pick up a really cool armor set at the end of this quest. Over to Sellen, let's go.
My apprentice, I have a favor to ask. The form you see before you is merely a projection. My body lies elsewhere, but the Academy's shackles prevent it being moved. My body is on the Weeping Peninsula at the southern tip of the lands between. Imprisoned in the ruins just down from the Church of Marika, past the plain of the Wandering Mausoleum. Can you make the journey to my body? I have something that I can only trust with you.
So let's go ahead and go through her.
Who could have guessed? What a place to find Master Lusat. You have my gratitude. This is all your work. I am truly pleased to have you as an apprentice, and a kindred spirit. This is a mere token of my thanks. Please, take it. This brings us a full step closer. The bodies of Masters Azure and Lusat can be admitted to the Academy. If only I could undo these wretched shackles.
I think that's it.
My body is in prison. Can you make... I have some...
Okay. So, remember the first time we found her way back in a church? Or it might have been the second time. Way down here, and she was tied to a wall, so now we gotta go down to that one and get something from it. Excuse me. So, keep in mind that these skeletons can follow you for quite a while. The ones that are not skeletons, but the marionette dolls that are down there. So they can follow you down there, and it might come down and start attacking you, and if it does, it could hit her and ruin the quest. So because of that, we want to clear out everything in the ruins before we go down to the basement, just to make sure nothing follows us. First, we'll go ahead and get rid of this. Boo-roo! Freak me out, buddy. See, these guys are aggressive. They love to fight. They come running, so I'll make sure we take them all out before we head down there, otherwise they might follow us. There's one more. Yeah, there is. You, go away. These guys actually drop a spear that has... Oh, there it is, spike spear that has blood loss. So that's awesome. So if you want a spear with blood loss to go with the cross spear, these guys drop it. Can't believe I just picked it up right as I was mentioning it. Alright.
My apprentice. Thank you for coming. These shackles take a toll on us all. There is something I need you to look after. My primal glintstone. A star has fallen, and my fortunes waver. Someone may come for my life, and so I entrust it with you. Myself.
Alright, accept the glintstone.
Thank you, my apprentice. This is my essence. Please, treat it with care. Treat it what you hope.
Okay, so two things. I'm going to read that item very quickly because we're going to lose it very quickly. Glintstone from within the Sorcerer Sellen's body. Seemingly half alive, blood vessels are visible within. In essence, a primal glintstone is a sorcerer's soul. If transplanted into a compatible new body after their original body dies, the sorcerer will rise again. My apprentice, do you think it distasteful? It's interesting. Alright, so what we're going to do here is we're going to quit and load in. You can also go sit at a grace and come back down, but it's much easier to do this. And now we got Jerren.
Ah, well met. I hardly expected to see the champion of the festival here, of all places. You didn't know Sellen, did you? Well, whatever the case, she's dead now. Just put it behind you. She was known as the Graven Witch. Obsessed by the primeval current, countless sorcerers fell to her hand. The most dangerous mage in the entire history of Rileigh's academy. It is strange, though. The woman, she was like a husk. Her soul already fled. I suspect Sellen lives on elsewhere. I'm sure she'll turn up eventually, in another body. A sickening thought, but one that won't stop gnawing at me. I suspect Sellen. I'm sure
Alright, and we saw one other body of Sellen's. And that was in... what's his name? Celavis's secret chamber. So let's go ahead and head over to that body and pop it in. So Jerren's hunting her. And after we put this inside of her, it's going to give us an option to help or fight against Jerren. So we either get to choose Sorcerer Sellen and assist her, or we have to assist Jerren, I'm sorry. And there's rewards for each that I'll explain when we get to it.
My apprentice. Just how long has it been? Thank you. You've helped me fill a new body once again, and it's truly a gem. Young and full of vigor, a snug fit for my primal glintstone. Better still, I've shed those awful shackles. Finally, I can return to the academy to expel the Carian royal family and restore the primeval current. My dear apprentice. I owe this all to you. Finally, I can return to expel...
Alright, that's it. So, if we assist Jerren and we defeat Sellen, Sellen will be gone, and we will get an ancient dragon smithing stone, which will upgrade any weapon to plus 25. The reward for helping Sellen is we get a couple of new spells and a couple of armor sets. So I'm going to pick Sellen. I always recommend that on your first playthrough you do pick Sellen, even if you're not doing intelligence, get the armor sets, so that way on preceding playthroughs and new game pluses you can always pick Jerren just to get the ancient dragon smithing stones, because you only need to do this once to get the rewards, whereas this one, it's a consumable. So it's better to get this one out of the way so that way you can do the consumable moving on. So let's go ahead and help Sellen. Make sure first that I got my... Okay. So remember, we're coming in, we're going to lose our rune arc, so we can't have... Well, actually, I want to take off a couple of weapons just to make sure I don't go into medium load. Or, I'm sorry, a heavy load. Alright, let's go.
Jerren, bringer of my death. You have my gratitude for freeing me from my shackles. And I'm afraid your work is done. Join the school.
A little jumpy guy, isn't he?
On your mistake.
I'm so sorry, dude. Rest in peace. I know. It's like, either way, you're gonna betray one of your friends. This game, puts you in some tough, awkward positions sometimes. It's never fun. Before that, we get his armor set. I forgot about that. My apologies. Let's go talk to Sellen.
Ah, my apprentice. You've saved my skin once again. Do you see this? The Queen of Caria is no more. With the bodies of Masters Azure and Lusat returned, the Academy can hone the primeval current, so that we, fallen children of the stars, shall beam with brilliance once again. My apprentice, will you stay with us, here at the Academy? Oh, I know it's not possible. You have your own calling. to be the next Elden Lord. But do think of me, of your teacher. On the eve of your crowning, you will always be my darling pupil. Rest assured that no, the entire Academy will swear allegiance to the new monarch, my apprentice. Become Elden Lord.
It's always nice to get a little encouragement in Lands
Perhaps
Between.
I'm jumping ahead, but here is a symbol of my allegiance and the Academy's.
It's a knife. Has the glintstone pebble, ash of war, scales in dexterity and intelligence, I believe. Pretty cool.
Do you recall what once I told you? That glintstone is the amber of the cosmos, and sorcery is the study of the stars and the life therein. When you become Elden Lord, please illuminate me. Lay bare the secrets of life which course the Elden Ring. Next time, I will be your student. Oh, one last thing. If you fail to claim your throne, you can always pay me a visit. Oh, don't fret. Even my dullest pupils will always have a place here.
And so now we get access to a new spell, which is incredible. This is a really good spell. So if you're on the intelligence side of things, make sure you get the Sharp Spiral.
What is it,
And that's it. That is the end of Sellen's quest. Go ahead and give her a bow. Give her a warm welcome. Because this is the last time we're going to see her. This is Elden Ring, you guys. Come on. Gone through this enough to know that nothing turns out good for most of these guys. Here's Sellen now. That's it. So if you didn't buy the sorcerer, you can still buy it from her, but she is trapped in this ball. Who knows what lies ahead for her. And so we get her crown, and that's it. That's the end of the quest. So now that we're done with that, let's see, make sure I took that off. Yep, okay. Now we can head into Volcano Manor and start all the quests that lay within. It's like I said, a bunch of dialogue, a lot of teleporting back and forth, talking to people over and over. Yeah, let's just get through it.
Brave Tarnished. Welcome to the Volcano Manor. I am Tanith, the proprietress of this house. Raya spoke well of you. A warrior of promise, I believe she said. Perhaps you are prepared to make a commitment. Will you join us here at the Volcano Manor and resist the tide? Why accept the burden of their grace, or be fooled by the dogmatic ramblings of the Fingers? Rise with us against the Erd Tree.
Go ahead and join it. There's no downside to joining it. It's not going to ruin any quests.
Interesting. Your decision is most welcome. Now you belong to the Volcano Manor family. The drawing room lies down the hall. Make yourself comfortable, but be sure to earn your keep. The drawing room is through the hall. Use the key.
That is a Crucible Knight, and his sword is longer than me. I don't know why, but these guys give me Cersei and Mountain vibes from Game of Thrones. Anyone else get that feeling off of them? Alright, you guys, now that we have done that, let's go open these drawing rooms first, and then we're going to sit down at a grace. So this one you can't open. This one you can. There's 4 doors, I believe, that we got to open. So we'll go into this room a little bit later. I think that's a perfume bottle there. Just get these doors open real quick. And then there's going to be a ghost right here eventually we can talk to. Let's open this one. And these next 2 doors just lead to the same room. Now that we got these open, we can go ahead and sit down at the side of Grace, and then we'll talk to everybody that's in here. trying to remember if we did this invader or not. Let me go check. I think we did it. Oh no, we didn't. Okay, let's do this real quick. We're gonna get invaded. It's not too hard. If his wheel that he uses actually does charge up and hit you, it's gonna do some damage. But for the most part, we're just gonna dance around and hit him with Moonveil. It should do the trick. He's not too tough. He's kind of a glass cannon, but if that thing he uses connects with you, it's, yeah, gonna lock you down, tear you to shreds. So let's try and not let him get that off. A little bit easier said than done. He's gonna pop in right next to this item. Come on, buddy. I've got all day. Let's go. There he is. Okay. So yeah, that wheel, you saw it charge up and stuff. If it had actually hit me, it would have done some pretty vicious damage and blood loss, I believe, too. But now we get the wheel. It's a colossal weapon, so if you're on the heavy side of things, that should go good with your build. Sorry, I forgot about him. But now Patches is here. Let's go talk to Patches.
Well, you joined the manor, huh? I don't believe it. Didn't think you had it in you. And here I thought Raya was barking up the wrong tree. All good, though. We're on the same side now. We'll do good work together. Oh, and of course, we can do business, if you like. Patches Emporium at the Volcano Manor. Especially for you. Are you surprised that I belong to the Volcano Manor? I always hated the gibberish about lost grace and the laughable two fingers. I thought I could lend a hand in unmasking the charade. Not to mention, Tanith has always made me curious. I guess her master must really be something, because she's pretty damn smug about it. Even after announcing her blasphemous ambitions, she still stands proud. I've never seen a woman quite like her.
Patches has a crush. Patches and Tanith sitting in a tree. So, yeah, you can buy infinite fan daggers, which are awesome in PvP. Really, really cool. So I'll just go ahead and buy 3 to give me an even amount. And then the parry dagger, and then he's got the S-stock. He's got a selection of different great arrows and a shield, in case you want an extra sacrificial twig. Yeah, it's got weird items.
Cheers for that.
Let's see, okay. Next, let's grab this item, and as soon as we grab it, it's gonna make this wall disappear. So that's a path into Volcano Manor. We'll go into it in a little bit.
Hello again, brave Tarnished. As a scout, I am pleased to see you again here at the Volcano Manor under Lady Tanith's guidance. May you tread the path of valor.
I believe that's it.
Brave under Lady.
You. What in heaven's name are you doing here? The Volcano Manor is a pit of recusants who spit at grace and hunt our own kind. I hope you understand the weight of my words. Well, as long as you understand what you're saying. I thought you were tarnished, bred by virtue. Perhaps playing that part led you to your doubts, I wonder. But know that the path you walk is blasphemy and leads only to a miserable death. Before you consider hunting any of your own kind, think on that. This blasphemous before you can...
So, in case you couldn't figure out what's going on here, we're going to get these letters. I believe there's 5 in total, and we have to go invade and take out other Tarnished.
Oh, it's you, is it? Well, nice to see you again. So you've been invited as well, I see. Then we're comrades in arms henceforth. You watch my back, and I'll watch yours. Yes? I can tell. You're wondering about Lanya. Well, you see, after much internal debate, I've come to realize revenge is not the answer. According to Lady Tanith, I've got the stuff of champions. And champions, ironic as it is, are oft forced to walk a tainted path. It hit me like a bolt from the blue, that my former thoughts were simple naivety. Of course my heart weeps for Lanya. That unfortunate incident was a cruel twist of fate indeed. But succumbing to the pain and sadness caused won't make me a champion, will it? Lanya knows this, I'm certain. Fate has laid hard roads for us both, but such is true of any road trod by champions. I always resented these hands, their pale complexion, a far cry from any warriors, the shame of House Hoslow, but that won't be the case for long. They'll be darkened by grit once I've set out on the path of champions. The tale of House Hoslow is told in blood, after all. I always repel, but that won't be the case.
So, did our ghost appear yet? Nope, not yet. He'll appear soon. We'll talk to him. So, now we got that letter. Let's go ahead and read it. That's the invitation from Raya. A written request from Volcano Manor disclosing the name of a Tarnished to be hunted, Old Knight Istvan. He can be found in Limgrave. Find the red mark on your map for the exact location. And so, in case you guys, also I want to mention this, in case you guys couldn't recognize him, that's the guy that was in the War Master shack. See, now he's gone. They used to be here, and he sold us some Ashes of War. So, that's him with his helmet on. I didn't recognize him the first few times I went through. I was kind of confused how he recognized us, but I didn't recognize him. So, let's go take down the first letter from Volcano Manor. And I think there might be some yard work and construction work going on outside, so if you hear some scraping, I apologize. Nothing I can do about that. I started doing work outside and had no idea about it. No way to tell, so I sincerely apologize if there's any noise. Alright, so we're invading. We're going to lose our rune arc, just like we did with the other one, so we'll have time to immediately take our flask, but then the invaders will usually be right up on us, ready to fight, so that's about all the buff we're going to get. Let's go ahead. Let's see if we can get a pickle turtleneck off. Oh, well done. Ouch. Rest in peace. Good fight, good fight. And as always, when you take out the host of a world, you get a rune arc and a fur calling remedy. That's the first one down. Let's go ahead and whoop. Oh, forgot. We get the scaled armor set for that, which is a pretty cool armor set. Let's go ahead and report back to Lady Tanith. Basically, each time we take out a Tarnished, we got to come back, talk to Lady Tanith, go through all the dialogue anybody has, because people start moving and the quests start progressing.
Did you read the letter left for you? That is the task the Volcano Manor desires you enact. You will be compensated once the deed is done. Good luck. If you are loath to hunt your own kin, so be it. But you must leave this house at once. This is a war against the Erd Tree. We have no place for the meek, nor the luxury of keeping clean hands. You've completed your task. I am pleased. Now you are a recusant true, and a full-fledged member of the Volcano Manor. This is your reward, as promised. Never forget that the recusant fights to tread the path of the champion. The way is tainted, but for this very reason, it is the true path to valor. Now you are a recusant. I am pleased.
And so, that magma shot is a sorcery, I believe. So, if you're looking for some fire damage on the sorcery side, intelligence side, there you go.
Ah, hello. What impeccable timing. This is for you. You're new here at the manor, but if you complete the request, you can improve your standing. Relax. We're old friends. Time's come to pass the torch, right? Go on, break a leg then.
That was an unsettling laugh. Alright, so I completely forgot that we actually keep these letters after we finish the mission, so I'll read them in the next episode where I'm reading item descriptions and stuff. Let's see, no, she hasn't moved yet. Or is she moving here? Okay, she hasn't moved yet. And our ghost isn't here yet. Let's go ahead and grab the second letter and talk to everybody.
I always resent a pale but that won't be.
So, you've bloodied your sword in the hunt. Then I shall introduce myself once more. Bernahl, a recusant just like you. Recusants have particular battle arts, styled to our methods of slaughter. Why not add some to your repertoire?
And so let's talk to him real quick.
You've come to understand now, eh? To take power and make it his own, the recusant must hunt his own kind. To raise the flag of revolt against this sanctified pillaging, we recusants must become the most wretched of predators. All you can do is laugh.
Alright, and so now he's got some new Ash of Wars, which are awesome. You want to buy both these. This is some great fire damage. If you can pull it off, it takes, it's tricky to get pulled off, but once you do, yeah, it's great fire damage. And this one is going to help us get through some areas undetected. Absolutely awesome stealth Ash of War. So go ahead and buy both those.
Have you any strange sounds here at the manor? Something beyond the walls? Like breathing or slithering scales? Oh, fie, what am I saying? It just isn't possible. I must be tired. Sometimes I hear strange sounds beyond the walls, like breathing or slithering scales. Oh.
So, yeah, that's the hole in the wall that we just found right there. That's what she's talking about. And so we're going to go in there, but first we're taking out all these recusants. We got two more. One for the Volcano Manor and one for Patches. Patches is right here, next to Magma Wyrm card, so let's go ahead and teleport over to his and take care of that. Now this one has a lot of poise, big time poise, so I'm actually going to bust out the Bloodhound's Fang for this one. Coat it in some oh, I gotta put that on. I had it on heal. Oh, and before this episode ends, we gotta go back and pick up the armor sets after finishing Sellen's quest. I forgot to do that. My apologies. Let me go ahead and put on Lord Flame. So I want to bleed this guy. Do that. I'll go ahead and skip the flask and just go with putting on the Bloodhound Flame, or the Blood Flame. Alright, this guy's a little rough, so that's why I'm busting out the big sword. So let's give it a shot. Oh no, I don't have the faith to use it. Bummer. Okay. See how much he tanked those hits. He's got some. Oh, that's gonna hit, yep. Rest in peace. That's the guy that helped us. He's the guy that gave us the casual greeting gesture and helped us in the Radon fight. And he helped us in this fight too. It's cold as ice, Volcano Manor. Yes, I know the irony in that statement. Hello. I just had to splice this in because my game crashed after that last fight, but we get the Bull Goat armor, which is quite possibly the sturdiest armor in the entire game. Hands down. Next to, like, the Lionel set that we found in Lindell, Those are the two tankiest armor sets you can put on. So definitely high poise, highest poise in the game. Yeah, I apologize about the game crashing. At least it wasn't mid-fight. It always seems to happen when I'm teleporting back to my world after invading. It's always aggravating. Happened on the dragon fight, the Lynch dragon fight. So, made a mistake. I forgot the rune art comes off, which means that I don't have the faith necessary to cast Blood Flame when I'm invading somebody's world. So that's a bummer. Okay, that's good. Okay, so let's go on over to the next one. Then we'll report back to Patches and Lady Tanith. And pray that my game doesn't crash. I don't know why it has trouble. Seems to always crash when I'm... It doesn't happen when I do PvP and I invade people's worlds. Never crashed on me there, but... Yeah, just when I'm in-game, doing PvE, seem to have trouble getting back into my game. Alright, so this little area, this enclosed little area, is all we got to fight. It's just this tiny little ravine. So, really small, and so much to say about this guy, is that we can just try and bleed him out as quick as we can. And hopefully my game doesn't crash. Oh yeah, he's got a rot knife. Oh, or she does. I can't remember which one it is. Please don't crash. Please. Okay, we're good. Whew. And for that, we get a talisman and some rot arrows. So those two are done. Let's go ahead and go back to the Volcano Manor.
I see you've performed another task for us. Here is your usual reward. Please, take it. Now, perhaps the time has come to tell you of the true ruler of this manor, Lord Rykard. The Erd Tree blessed the Tarnished with grace, but it was all too meager in the face of the enormity of their task. The Tarnished were forced to scavenge, squabbling for crumbs, like the Shard Bearers vying for power in the wake of the Shattering. Our Lord, indignant, has refused to scurry about, fighting over what miserly scraps they allow us. If the Erd Tree, and indeed the very gods, would debase us so, then we are willing to raise the banner of resistance, even if it means heresy. We at the Volcano Manor, under Lord Rykard, have sworn no rest until it is done. If you follow this heroic path, one day the Lord will see you. The Lord's visits with our champions are always a spectacle. It cannot come a day too soon.
Alright, that should be...
If you follow, it cannot...
Yep, okay. Let's go talk to Patches and let him know we took down his Tarnished.
Hello again. What? You hunted down Tragoth? Are you certain? No, it's quite all right. Fine work indeed. I'll give Tanith the news. Have some rest, by all means.
And so he's a little sneaky.
Cheers for that.
Gotta talk to him again.
Forgot something on your shopping list? No trouble to me. Try to find... Forgot something? No.
Oh, nope, I might have to sit down to the side of Grace. So let's go ahead and sit down real quick. Now let's go talk to Patches. And by the way, that Serpent Bone Blade was a katana that does poison loss instead of blood loss.
Hello,
or poison buildup.
Welcome. Sharper than you seem, aren't you? I was just holding on to it for you, you know. Here you go. The reward for hunting Tragoth. All yours.
So this is a fire whip. It does fire damage. It's pretty cool.
Stingy little...
It is the sister weapon to the Magma Blade, which we're going to be trying to get off of a snake here in a little bit. Not that snake. That's pretty weird seeing a snake in there. Alright, so let's go ahead and grab the last ladder from the Volcano Manor, but then we got one more for Bernard too.
Look at you. A recusant through and through. I knew you had it in you. Take this. A special invitation to hunt some of the first Tarnished who sat at the Round Table hold. If you should accept, I'll next see you on the field of battle. You're still alive.
And so,
Well,
our next one is up against 2 Tarnished, but he's going to be there to help us.
Ah, it's you, is it? I'm terribly sorry. But would you mind giving me some time to myself? I haven't achieved anything at all thus far. Even though I've dirtied my hands time and time again, I'm still yet to achieve anything. Perhaps I am a fool after all. No, it's worse than that. As things stand, I've given up on the path of revenge and sullied the name of my house. What an easy mark I must have been. How did it take me so long to realize, honestly? There's just no end to my foolishness, is there? Perhaps I am a fool after all. No, it's worse than that. What an easy mark.
Oh, poor Diallos. And our ghost is still not here. Not sure what's going on with him.
Brave Tarnished, what is your business here? I'm afraid this is not a guest room. What's that peculiar look upon your face? Goodness, am I still a serpent? Oh, how dreadful. How dreadful indeed. Oh, forgive my distress. I ought to be thanking you for treating me as usual. Despite this appearance, Brave Tarnished, this is my true form. My real name is Zorayas. Please forgive the deception. Do understand. This duplicity is my own doing. Lady Tanith speaks no falsehoods. And the Volcano Manor is just as it seems. Lady Tanith is my mother. I am told I was born by the grace of a glorious king, that my mother cherishes this form I inhabit. I am proud of what I am, but people are cruel. If they saw my true form, they wouldn't speak to me, and so I assume a guise when seeking new recruits. But you are not like the rest. My serpentine form and the name Zorayas were secrets, known only to Lady Tanith and I. Now I share the secrets with you as well. Please keep them safe from anyone else. My serpent were secret. Now I share. Please keep them.
And so, Ryo is actually named Zorayas and is a snake. That's pretty cool. Let's go ahead and talk to Lady Tanith again.
If you follow, it cannot.
Zorayas' form.
Did you see her? The girl, Raya, with her true face. Well, if she confided in you the name Zorayas, then perhaps it is not my place to speak. But as her adoptive mother, I ask of you, please be kind to her. Look after young Zorayas. Her true visage belies the purity of her heart. Honestly, I hardly deserve the sweet child. Please, her true visage.
And so if we sit down at the side of Grace, that'll move on a couple of dialogues, and it might move Diallos out of here. We'll see. Oh, still no ghost. Goodness. She's back in her human form.
Oh, it's you. Forgive me. My mind never ceases to churn of late. Well, I know I can trust you. I saw something slithering in the pitch black of night. It entered the room next to this one and never came out. If I'm not mistaken, It took the form of a serpent, just like me. Does the Volcano Manor hide some secret that Lady Tanith has kept from me? I realize that I shouldn't impose, but if you discover anything, would you please share? The serpent, it entered the perhaps if you
So, once we go through the Volcano Manor a little bit and we come back out, then, okay, Diallos is still here. Let's talk to him one more time.
It's just as my noble brother says. I'm a complete fool. I can't believe I thought I could become a champion. Perhaps I am a fool after all. No, it's what an easy.
So, now he's saying the same thing. Let's go ahead and go help Bernahl. And this is going to be located right here at the old Round Table Hold. So go to the first floor of the Fortified Manor, which is actually the name of the real Round Table Hold is Fortified Manor. This is the last invasion we have to do for this episode, so hopefully my PC cooperates and doesn't crash on me. So like I said, we get help in this one. So we'll have time to drink our flask, and then they're gonna... But there's one wizard and one that just has a sword, I believe, and he does Lion's Claw and some pretty hard physical damage, so whichever one he takes, we'll take the other one. Let's give it a shot. So the Sorcerer, man, his magic is tough. It is really, really strong, so be careful. Oh, you don't want to get grouped up. He's down. Like I said, the Sorcerer does some damage. Be careful. Alright, good. Rest in peace, you two. Good job, Bernahl. Please don't crash on me, game. Please don't crash. Success. Alright. Raging Wolf Helm and Raging Wolf Armor, which is really cool. Some of the coolest armor sets in the game. Take that off now. So there's one more invasion to do, but it's all the way up here in the next landmass. So we gotta beat Morgott before we can finish Volcano Manor completely. But we are done with invasions up here now. Let's go tell Bernahl. Now Diallos is gone. We can go finish his quest after we go into the Volcano Manor a little bit.
I had hoped you'd soon return. I have the reward from Lady Tanith. Take it. It's yours, by right. Let us tread the path of the recusant together, till we reach the miserable death that awaits us.
Dang.
You're still alive? Well,
It's like, speak for yourself there, boss. I plan on living forever. That is another sorcery that does fire damage. Pretty cool.
The serpent, it entered the perhaps the
So I changed my mind. Before we do that, we're gonna go wrap up Diallos' quest, and we're going to pick up these armor sets real quick. So let's do that. So after we finish Sellen's quest, if we assisted her, then these armor sets will be here. If you did not assist her, they will not be here. It's the only way to get these armor sets, which I think the sleeves are so cool. And then while you're here, grab these. Always good to stock up on these. And then remember, we keep the little diamonds here because this is where we farm for... I'll show you guys. This is where we farm for budding cave moss for our perfume bottles. So instead of going into the Academy Crystal Cave, come here and just run backwards. And there should be 13 of them just sitting in a pile. So do this 2 or 3 times, and there you go. You got like 36, 39, whatever. I can add. I can multiply. There you go. Much better place to farm for these. Much quicker. So that's why I left these 2 diamonds there, for the volcano stones and for the budding cave moss. Let's go ahead and go into this place one last time. And that's to get the armor set that's in there. Which, if you're not interested in the intelligence side of things and the armor sets, then you don't have to do this. Let's go ahead and put heal back on just in case that maniac teleports up, which it does. It hasn't done it yet on this playthrough, but it does do it, trust me. So be prepared. And then after this, and after we finish Diallos' quest, we will go back up into the Volcano Manor and actually go into it. Start clearing it out. What'd you drop me? Thank you. It's very kind of you. Jeez, it does a lot of damage. Is this the time? No? Not doing it? Well, what? I should have hit him. Got you. Say, he's trying to get to us. Dang it. No, I didn't mean to throw that. So that's why if you're at the right angle, he will teleport up here. I think it's because I'm not standing right here. I think that might be keeping him from getting where he wants to get. Just take him down. There we go. Alright, let's go get our armor set. Ow, ow. Punks. This guy's gonna follow me down and take him out. And still, this guy's gonna be here every single time. And my magic is stronger than yours, dude. Thanks for the robe, though. That's cool. Alright, here we go. So, same sleeves as the other one, only blue. I love these, and I love the leg wrappings. They go good with a lot of robes. Very cool armor set. Alright. Let's go ahead and go to Jarburg. And this is where we'll find Diallos. My buddy said it's such an endorphin rush going through Jarburg and collecting all the materials because he's just sitting there clicking. Watch your inventory grow.
Aren't you full of beans? No wonder you're covered in muck. Oh, my friend, it's been far too long. I have to say you caught me at a rather low point. But as you see, I've put all that behind me. Left the Volcano Manor, forging my own path now, making my own choices. Even a fool like me can look after some simple jars. Do you pity me? Well, don't. I feel like for the first time in my life, I'm on the straight and narrow.
Attaboy.
A fool I may be. Do you pity me?
And so you'll just say that over and over. And so at this point, to get the story for him to progress, we just kind of have to leave and come back and leave and come back. And just sit down at the Grace, maybe even reload the game. It just takes a bunch of sitting down and standing back up to get it to hit the trigger.
Hello again, cuz. Have you heard? A new potentate's come to the village. I think he said his name was Diallos. He seems a little down in the dumps, but his hands, as smooth as silk. I don't know. I'm a little disappointed, actually. Even though good Sir Diallos has a wonderful suit of armor, he says he isn't a warrior. And since he's a coward, he won't be fighting anymore. His smooth and silky hands feel nice when he pats us. But I wish we had a potentate big and strong like you. Diallos is smooth and silky, but I wish...
Alright, so if we sit down a couple of times, see what happens. Might progress it. I've had it just progress every time I sit down, then sometimes I have to reload the game. First thing, this guy should fall asleep. Nope, not asleep. Diallos is still over there, so let's make it nighttime, see if that works. I'm sorry, after 5 playthroughs, I still haven't figured out what triggers this to move forward. I've just always been sitting up, standing down, then it kicks on. So once we see him asleep, that's when it'll move forward. There he is.
They're wonderful, Diallos. So smooth, silky.
Always cracks me up. Oh, everyone's still asleep. Let's try this again. Alright. Here's the sad part. Yes, those jars are now broken.
You. Are the jars? Are they all right? Did I defend them?
This is his last moment of life. We get the same rewards no matter what option you pick, so be kind.
Then all is well. This fool proved his worth in the end.
Darn it, Elden Ring.
Oh, cuz, I'm glad you came. But we're fine now. Diallos fought the poacher, though quite a lot of us got broken. I won't cry, though. I'm a warrior jar. A warrior. The tale of House Hoslow is told in blood. That's the kind of warrior I want to be one day, cuz. Even if I'm scared, I'll still fight to protect everyone. The tale, that's the kind. Even if I'm...
These little jars, man. The next part's kind of weird.
The tale of House Hoslow is told in blood. That's the kind of warrior I'm going to be. One who protects everybody.
Sounds very, very grown up when he's whispering or talking in a low tone. I don't know why. It just sounded like it was in a lower register than his normal voice.
Thanks for coming back, cuz. I've been thinking. It's time for me to set out on a journey. As a warrior jar. Upon the path of champions. I'm about to go on a journey as a warrior.
And so, now at the end of Diallos' quest, we get quite possibly one of the best whips in the game. In a Newman rune. So I got Newman Room, his mask, and the Rose Petal Whip, which has blood loss. Absolutely awesome, awesome whip. One I'll be using a little bit later. So if we sit down, we get one more little line of dialogue, and that is the Jarburg quest pushed as far as it can go for now. We will come back to it towards the end of the game to finish it. But Diallos' quest is over, though. May he rest in peace.
Oh. Hello again, cuz. No, I haven't changed my mind. I'll begin my journey once I'm ready to go. As a warrior jar. In search of glory.
And that's it. So we'll come back a little bit later and finish it off there. So let's go back up here, and we're going to now venture into Volcano Manor. See if our ghost has appeared yet. Nope, not yet. Just make sure her dialogue's
The
moving.
serpent entered perhaps if you discover.
Okay. Alright, let's go start this legacy dungeon. It is incredibly short. It is not as long as, you know, Castle Stormvale. Castle Stormvale is just absurdly long. And it's not as long as Lindell, so it's very, very short compared to those. Make some pots here because we got some stuff to throw at. So over here we got a group full of snails just chilling. Grab that stuff. This is going to take us around back behind the wall to that door that we couldn't open. But on the way there, there's a bunch of snails up on the roof, so just go ahead and pick them off with your pots. And all the way down here, got a cookbook, and then roll against this wall. And you can't open this door. But we got some depraved perfumer, Carmen? Spirit ashes. So we'll head on back over here. This is probably one of the gloomiest and creepiest places of the game too. And down here, be a little bit careful moving forward because we're going to come right out into a Bloodhound Knight. Now this one, if you hate these guys and you don't want to fight them, just go ahead and huck a pot from right here. Oh. And then just step back. He can't hit you if you're too close, so, but he cannot come into this door. Where's he at? What? Whoa, that was weird. He jumped into that. So yeah, you gotta be careful if you're a little too close, he can catch you. But get the Bloodhound claws from them. It has Bloodhound step on them. You can't change the Ash of War, and it scales in strength and has blood loss, so pretty cool claws. And then up here, we have a Site of Grace. And go ahead and open up this door, and this should trigger the next part to Zorayas' quest. So before we move forward, we'll go back up and talk to her. Step out onto here. Just take a look at all this. This is the dark part that she doesn't know about. And up over here is a dead end that will eventually turn into a shortcut. Well, there's a lever to raise the bridge up on the other side, so let's go talk to Zorayas now.
The serpent entered perhaps if you discover.
Might tell her the dark side of Volcano Manor.
Really? Oh, so there was a secret after all. Oh my. Lady Tanith, my own mother, has deceived me. Was I not born by the grace of a king? Lady Tanith, my own.
Right.
Was I not born by the...
And so if we go and sit at a grace, she should leave. I think she's...
If you follow, it cannot...
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Forgot about this. Zorayas' troubles.
She said that. To you. I should have known something was wrong. The signs were clear enough. Well, Zorayas has placed her trust in you. All the more reason I must tell you that some things are better left unknown. Besides, no one should be blamed for their heritage. Think about it. We are resisting the ways of the Erd Tree itself. What matters one's lineage in such a crisis? Zorayas has placed her trust in you. All the more reason I must tell you that some things are better left unknown.
Okay, so that's the end of that. Let's go ahead and sit down at the side of Grace. That should move Zorayas. Zorayas. Nope. Oh, that's right. No. Okay, we gotta get something. My apologies. I'm getting stuff mixed up. Alright, so now we can go into here, and once we defeat a boss, we'll grab an item that'll move her quest along. This place is fun. Got a lot of dogs. A lot of stuff here is pretty resistant to fire. The volcano pots do no damage to some of this stuff, so don't go around trying to light stuff on fire. Won't work here. So we got a bunch of dogs over here. We go ahead and just move this and this. Oh, there's one right there staring right at me. And we got these guys that stay still. And they do some damage. Yeah, we got these guys that throw poison pots at us, and they actually do some serious damage, so careful of those guys. Man, the roll catch on the katana is just too good. This right here, that is just too good. It's so powerful. So right as we come around this corner, we're gonna have a Iron Maiden come charging out. So get ready to fight. Buff up just a tiny bit. Oops. Oh yeah, that's fine. Keep that going. That's not the end of them. We got like 4 more of those to fight, so got some long distance stuff we gotta hit right here, otherwise these guys are gonna throw pots at us, so get out your frenzy burst and your long ranged bows and stuff like that and start sniping. So these guys, you saw how much damage those pots were doing just walking through the poison clouds, so they got some vicious pots. Should be all of them up there. There's a snake over there, but he can't hit us with anything. Now you can see the dog. See, he's right there. There's. Oh shoot! Did I just aggro that one? Oh, no. There's one right around this corner. Okay, I thought I aggroed him. Let's go ahead and get him out of the way. I'll go ahead and hit this guy, and you can hear the shiny. It's a somber smithing stone, I believe. Let's go ahead and get the dogs out of here first. Why is it saying I'm in combat? That's weird. So, here's the shiny right here on the roof. Sneak up on it. I have something out like this just in case it falls off this roof here. Okay. Yeah, if it falls off the roof and goes down, you know. So you see that omen killer right there above my head? So we'll come back to all this stuff. Let's just continue down this way real quick. Thought there was more dogs, but I guess I'm wrong. There's a guy right here we can take out. And then this takes us down to right here. So we're going to now get back up on the rooftops and jump all the way down into that town and come back out right here. So fun stuff. So at one point, we can get up on this point right here. Should be a smithing stone. And another way to get up is over through here, which we got some more enemies on the roof to deal with. Go ahead and fight the snakes first because they're a little more aggressive. And then we'll take out the guys with pots. And of course, anything you can hit with ranged attacks, do so. Oh, there's one. There's a bunch of guys down here. Get them off one at a time. Could have sworn there's one more down. Oh, there he is. There's one over here. And the one right there. And then we got a snake up there. And then everything down here, we're just going to cheese from up here. I'm not going to go down there and fight dogs and an omen killer. That's no fun. And we'll come back for those items and stuff. Just come up here real quick. So a couple of these snakes are going to have blades just like that, but they're going to be on fire. Yeah, those are probably the rarest weapon in the game and the most sought after weapon. They're curved swords that do crazy fire damage. They're really cool. Let's go ahead and heal up and we'll make a few more pots. Go ahead and take down this omen killer from up here. Ooh. No point in stressing ourselves out trying to fight this guy. Fought a couple fair and square. Go ahead and just cheese this one. And done. And there's still some more guys down there and dogs we want to get rid of before we hop on down to collect all the goodies. Let's see. I think the dogs are right in here. Yeah, there's one right there. And let's go down over here. There should be one more inside the little walkway in there. Right there. There we go. I thought he was gonna run. Should be everybody. Let's just double check real quick. I want to get down there and get chewed up by a dog. And we're going to also fall down over there so that we can grab that item. Ooh. Just doing target lock to see if there's any more dogs. Don't think so. I think we got them all. Okay, come up here. Don't think there's anything over here. This is where those guys that we sniped throwing pots at us. So, no items, just a couple of cages you can jump down onto if you want. Come down over here. And then jump down right here. First smithing stone 5. And then that's the entrance where I threw that pot at that guy that was standing right here. And then that leads us back up to where I said I'd come back around to. Nothing over here. So let's go grab all the goodies that are in here. We got probably the best seal in the game for faith builds. Just straight faith. Right in here. If you're just straight faith, you're taking your faith up to like, you know, high level 70, 80 and stuff like that. This seal is going to just smash stuff. It is disturbing how strong it is. I guess if you do want to fight the Omen Killer, you can summon down here. Didn't realize that. Sorry, some areas I forget that you can bust out the summons, and I tend to... Here we go. Tend to do it on my own, just out of like fun or for the challenge. Now this part you do not have to do. I'm going to attempt it once only, because the reward is a stone sword key, so it's really not that worth it. If I fall, no big deal. But I'm going down to a light load, because we're going to run, we're going to jump at the very edge, and try and land on that edge. It's a stone sword key right there. So if we miss, land in the fire, or whatever, land on the stones, no big deal. That's where we're going to anyways. So, stone sword key, I mean, look at how many we got. we're gonna end the game with like just way too many stone sword keys, so it's not that big of a deal. I'm gonna give it one shot. Oh, made it. Alright, so yeah, I recommend getting to a light load, jumping at the very, very, very end, and you should land just fine. Let's go ahead and get our armor back on. And my pants, please. What was I wearing? Oh yeah, twin greaves. I think that looks so cool. Alright. Over here, we got some jars that you do not need to fight. There's only one active jar that'll actually fight you. The rest will just sit here, even the big one. You do not have to fight these jars. And because they're peaceful, except for that one that's walking around in front of the big one, I'm going to leave them be. They'll let you grab everything that won't aggro. There's a shield, a rune, and there should be a smithing stone over here. Two of them, if you want to grab that. So that's the only one that aggroes. Even the big one doesn't aggro, so I leave them be. Now we're going to get all the way back up to where we just came from. There's going to be two guys with pots here that'll aggro. Oh my goodness. Ha! I can't believe that just happened. My apologies. So when we get up there, there's going to be two guys with pots that'll probably jump down onto the roof after us. They're very, very zealous. There we go. See, they'll jump down. They wanna hurt us. So bad he's willing to jump down to the roof. So yeah, just wait for those guys. If you jump up here, then all of a sudden you're getting hit with pots as you try to jump across. And so same thing, just at the way end, jump. We should make it across. And back on up. And jump across right here. And we're back in that little town we were just at. So that is everything in here cleared out. Let's go ahead and bust on some bestial vitality. Now we're gonna go cheese a whatchamacallit? Iron Maiden. I know that's not what they're called, but I call them just because I don't like their other name. This is their other name. In case you're wondering, those Iron Maidens are called this. They're called Abductor Virgins, which just weirds me out, so I like to call them Iron Maidens. Sounds cooler. So we're going to run up some stairs right behind it. It takes a second for it to kick on in aggro. So we're going to run up behind it, and then there's some like 10 pot guys up there that we got to take out. And then after we take them out, we can just throw pots down at the thing. There's a staircase, so it won't be able to follow us. So we can just throw pots and hit it with projectiles. And it can't touch us. Can't do nothing. So let's go ahead and put in a stone sword. The one that we just found. And then just run right past him. I'm gonna start chopping these guys up. Stupid pots. Stop throwing poison pots. So now he's awake and he's all mad. Over here is a talisman that we get for coming in here. Stone sword key treasure. Oh, he can go out. I didn't know that. I've always fought him in here. Come on, dude, come back in here. Don't do this. Oh, come on. Come on, buddy. Open up. Oh, oh my goodness. He's like, there you are. Oh my gosh. That's funny. I thought I had my staff out. And I went to go shoot some spells at him and I accidentally fell off. This is exactly what the bell-bearing hunter was doing to me. Most of the time he just stands there and lets me hit him, and then the time that I actually recorded him, he's flying around all over the place. Wasting my time. It'd be much faster if I just fought him. I just want to show you guys how to cheese him from up here. Punk. That's everything that's in here. A snake right here to fight. These guys pack a punch, man. You let them actually start doing their moves, they'll tune you up pretty quick. So don't underestimate these snakes. know this area down below looks like an area. We can even see it on the map if you look very closely right here. That's where we're staring at, this little section. There's nothing back there. You think they would have put a cool sword or an item, but nope, nothing. So don't bother going back there. There's nothing back there. Checked 100 times. This ladder is the way that it thinks you wants. It's trying to make you think you need to go because this door's locked, but we go this way instead. There's an open door right here. We can go ahead and start hitting everything. These guys don't do, much damage. They're not as bad as the other Albinorics. If they hit you, they might do a few points of damage, but for the most part, they're nothing deadly. You just rush in and take them all out. There's one behind this little box right here. And then there's one over in the corner over here. Oh, forgot him. Whoa. Somehow two-handed that. Didn't mean to. Okie doke. So now we can go open the door. And then now the Albinorics coming up in the next few rooms we do have to worry about. These guys try and jump on you and hug you. And if they hug you, they're going to drain like half your health bar. So just immediately take them out. Hit them with your strongest weapon arts you got. Don't mess around with these guys right here. They are super fast. Like disturbingly fast. There's 4 more. One at the bottom of the stairs right here. One over here in the cell. One guarding this item. And one right here. So just go ahead and just mop them up so that we don't got to deal with them. There's one more over here. Careful in this room. Hitting stuff. Ooh, that was the grab. Because we just aggroed a snake. He can hear us from out here. So he's going to come in one of these doors. Don't know which one. There he is. Now I'm just going to fight him. Alright, shouldn't be anything out here. Oh wait, no. There's something. Right here. I apologize. So you want to jump down and go around the corner. It looks tempting. Usually there is a secret. There's nothing back there. I swear on my life. So let's come over here and grab this grace. We'll have a seat and fill up our flask. Let's do that now. Seat and fill up our flask. And I'll go over here and come out this door. Hey, the Imp Wolf mask. Right there. What's up, buddy? I like your mask. Alright, so let's go ahead and jump on down into the lava part of Volcano Manor. There's some guys with pots up here. I'm going to start hucking at them, so if you come up here, we can jump and go over here and take them out. There's an item back here. And there should be an item back here in the corner, guarded by some slug. Got a little bit of a ranged battle with these guys up on the roof. They're going to start throwing pots at us. You do want to take out these slugs because they're going to take your lock, every single one of them. So just go ahead and give them some glintstone shards to the face, get him out of here. That way you can lock onto this guy and hit him. Oh, just one. Good to know. There's a guy right here, behind this cage. And then one right there. And I'm stocked up on butterflies, so the ones that are in the lava I'm just gonna ignore. You can grab them if you need them. But see, the smoldering butterflies are going into my inventory because I got so many of them, so just gonna leave them. And that's what you want your inventory to look like, you guys. You want it to be stocked up, nice and juicy. Okay, and then jump up onto this very old Pizza Hut, because yes, this looks like a Pizza Hut. In case anybody's ever been to a Pizza Hut before, it's exactly what they look like. Come down here and grab this. Close enough to grab that one. We'll jump back up onto the Pizza Hut. this, and there should be a snake. Or no, a guy. And there's a snake right here. There he is. You can just snipe him from right here. He can't get over the edge, no matter how hard he tries. So, good way to cheese him. Taking that down leads us to a dragon. Taking this up leads us to a shortcut to a grace. So, let's go grab the shortcut first, and then we'll go take out the Magma Wyrm. And we'll just try and poison him and use the mimic. Get him out of there as fast as we can. Come over here first. There's a nifty little item right here. And then this is a drop that should lead you back over to right here. So remember when we took the teleport, it left us on top of this edge, and then we snuck back in, went down into the Inquisition chamber, and then fought the Abductor Virgins. So this right here, if you drop down, I don't want to show it. Man, I mean, I guess we got time. There's a little path that'll take you in back to where those bats are and stuff like that. I really don't want to go down there right now. Maybe on the way back. We'll see. Let's go ahead and take this guy down. Stop it. Don't go in this room. It'll spawn a Godskin Apostle, the big roly-poly ones. Instead, come over here, and we'll do a cutscene. Let's see, 9 of 4, that's plenty. So I think I have plenty to take down the Magma Wyrm, so I'm just going to go ahead and do that now. But if you want to, you can go back over to the Prison Town Church, I think. Is that a grace? Heal up your flasks and stuff. So I guess right now I'll go ahead and show you this shortcut over to that area. So like I said, if you don't want to do the Abductor Virgin chewing you up and spitting you out at the, what you call it? Oh, I should have put on some soft cotton for that fall. That was a long fall. So yeah, put on some soft cotton before you do that fall. It'll keep you from taking damage like I just did. And then right over here. So if you don't want to get chewed up and die and lose the rune arc and stuff like that, this path leads you right down to where the bats are. And then you can get down that way. But I'm not going to do that. Let's see if there's a way down. Oh, no, I think I trapped myself. This takes us right down to the Magma Wyrm. Let me see if this is a fall I can do. Nope. Alright. Let's just go to the Grace. You gotta fight the snake in that, whatchamacallit, Fire Monk. Otherwise they'll chase you on the elevator and do some damage to you, so it's easier to just take them out. Oh, you could probably sneak past the snake. Alright. So, you fought these guys before. I'm going to try and poison him right off the bat. And then hopefully my Mimic keeps his aggro. 5 should be enough. And then we'll just start hitting him with some spells. And of course, Bleed and Frost are always good against him. And we got enough time to buff up our Mimic, so let's go ahead and do Golden Bow. We'll have Ice Rag for the Mimic and some Kukris. So remember, the Mimic will have all the options you have equipped, but whatever you spawn it in with is the first thing that it's going to start using, most likely, so it's always best to do that. So let's go ahead and... Oh no, I got Tish, that's right. I'm not going to use Tish just because she does mainly fire damage. I think she does bleed, but I'm going to go ahead with the Mimic for this one. And then we'll use Tish for the next fight. So let him spawn in. Since we used Golden Bow, we don't need a boiled crab, because that does not stack. That will be fine. Save those for more important fights. Alright, let's get to it. So, right off the bat, I'm going to throw all 5 poison pots at it, try and get it poisoned. It'll spawn in right as we jump up here. Watch out for the fire after he spits, because it'll level up like that. Probably switch with him, start doing some bleed. Trying to get him to get over here. There's the frost. Let's get the bleed going. Fire on the sword. Up the Mimic. Oh, let him. Thank you, Mimic. There it is. It's the magic of bleed, you guys. Hopefully I have Bloodhound Step to get through this. Yes, I do. So put on some Bloodhound Step to go get this item over here. Spitting Stone 7. That should be everything that's down here. This little path just takes you back over to the pots, I believe. Oh no, it just takes you out this way. Okay. So this is where we jump down. If we had taken the portal and jumped down this way, this is a shortcut to get through into Volcano Manor, so you don't have to... See, this takes you up to the elevators, so that way you don't have to go through a whole bunch of other areas. Alright, let's go up to the Prison Town Church, and then we'll fight the Godskin Apostle. Oh, dear heavens. Let me go level up really fast. There's 70,000 runes. I want to lose that to the Godskin Apostle, so let's go top off our runes with level up. And with this Godskin Apostle, I don't feel like doing the challenge, appearing it, and anything like that, so I'm just going to sleep it. Unfortunately, with the summon, though, it's most likely going to not give us the repost, so we just gotta try and do as much damage and bleed and frost as we can. Let's put on the Gold Scarab. So yeah, I'm gonna save the sleep. We're gonna go in and just start fighting it with Tish, and then I'm gonna save the sleep for when it's at 50% and it starts trying to do its special roly-poly move. If we can't sleep it and it pulls off the roly-poly move, we're gonna hide behind a pillar instead of trying to dodge it. And the pillar should keep it from reaching us. It'll just, if we do it at the right angle, it'll just roll into the pillar over and over and over until the move is over. And after that, we'll pick up an item that'll progress Zoraya's quests. And then we'll go through the last part of Volcano Manor really fast. And that should be the end of the episode. About 20 minutes left, so I'm sure we can do all that in that time. We'll see. Sorry guys, I just do not want to lose 60,000 runes to a Godskin Apostle. I'm not saying that I would, but it's always a possibility. You can get tuned up twice in a row very easily, so just want to make sure I send these runes to where they need to be before I fall into a chance where I can lose them all. But it looks like we're going to have to do more God next episode, which is kind of how I wanted it. So that's okay. One more. Morgoth's a challenge, man. I'm going to try my hardest to take him out by myself, one try, and then if I can, we'll summon in help with Spirit Ashes, but I'm going to try and do him by myself just so you guys can see his moveset and stuff like that, you know what you guys are in for. Kind of like I did with Radon, only this time I actually want to beat him. I don't want to lose the rune arc. Ooh, 4,000 away. Apologies. One more time. So you see how quick, this is just like 2 or 3 minutes and I had enough runes for a level up now. So it's a super fast rune farm just to come take out these 2 gargoyles. Just make sure that you have the gold scarab talisman on so that you get 4,000 instead of 3,000 from each of them. Where were we, guys? Over in Volcano Manor. Prison Town Church. Alright, let's level up. Where are we at? 530. Okay. Alright. Almost done with our mind and our vigor. Well, not almost with vigor. We got 10 more. We're 10 more for vigor, but mind we're taking up to 35 and then we're done. So we can buff next to the door. This fire monk's not going to come up here and aggro at us, so it's okay to come up to this door and buff up. Let's make some sleep pots. I think 4 should do. Rest magic. Ooh, definitely want to take off the gold scarab. Okay. Oh, we're not gonna have time for that anyways, but it's alright. Because as soon as we summon, we might get hit by a fireball. That's how it usually is with these Godskin Apostle and Noble, so no time to buff up the summon. Unfortunately, I gotta drink a flask because Tish gets summoned by FP and not HP. Whoa! Yeah, it's got a long reach on it when you swim something like that. Ow. Jeez, Tish. Shoot. Okay, he's doing the roly-poly, so let's go ahead and get behind the pillar. Oh, no. Alright, we're good. Might actually hit him. Oh, guess not. Careful, and, oh, good lord. Oh, he's doing it again. Oh, messed that up. Oh, might die. Yep, might die. Phew, that was messy. Why is Tish not doing anything? Come on, Tish. Let's get him slept. He slept. Oh no, he's up. See, that's the bad thing. Tish can wake him up sometimes. That was messy. Thank you, Tish. Before that, we get his thrusting sword that he's been messing us up with, and an Ash of War called Noble Presence, which I have not tried out yet. We're going to try that out in the next Ash of War item description episode. So go ahead and sit down there, and this elevator now has come down. But before we head up and venture in, we're going to go and progress Zorayas' quest. Let's see if our ghost has appeared yet. Yeah, make sure you pick up that Serpent's Ambient right next to the, he's still not here. Right next to where we beat the Godskin Noble, or
Lady
Apostle.
Tanith, my own mother, has deceived me. Was I not born by...
Give Serpent's Ambient.
What is this? I remember this scent distinctly. Funny, isn't it? I am certain of it. I was born inside this. It's a part of my birth, Mother. You have my gratitude. Thanks to you, I am no longer afraid. I want to know how I was born and met Lady Tanith. One day, I hope to call her mother once again. This time from the bottom of my heart. I want to know how one day.
Alright, let's go talk to Lady Tanith. Actually, I don't think we have any new dialogue. I think we just gotta sit down at the Grace.
If you follow this, it cannot...
Yeah, okay. Just sit down at the Grace, and then she should leave. Right? She's gone.
If you follow this heroic path, it cannot... No. I haven't seen Zorayas anywhere, and she has no scouting duties now. Has she gone off in search of answers? Why won't she just listen? May I ask your aid? Not as the manor's proprietress, but as Zorayas' mother. If she discovers the answer to her question, and it causes distress, have her drink this potion, to purge that which would cause her pain. Yes, I know. My wish is a grave disrespect to her. No different than the Erd Tree's imposition. But I've no choice. It must be done. My wish is a grave disrespect to her. But I've no choice. If you follow, it cannot...
Someone please kill him. That horrendous serpent. Praetor Rykard. You're tarnished. Here to put the demigods to the sword. Then please, kill the great serpent. The one that devoured Praetor Rykard. I left the serpent-slaying spear in the Lord's chamber. Worthy Tarnished. Brandish the spear and run him through. The great serpent. That unspeakable monstrosity. Praetor Rykard's ambitions, though blasphemous, marked him a worthy sovereign, but they were reduced to gluttonous depravity once he gave himself to the serpent. Whatever that thing is, it is no longer Praetor Rykard. Someone must kill him to spare him and his ambitions from further dishonor. Worthy Tarnished. It is the run.
So, he's basically giving you a hint about a weapon that can be used to fight the next boss in Volcano Manor that we are going to use to fight him with.
You're still
Alright, we've done all the dialogue with him. And we've done everything with patches, I believe. So let me go double check real quick.
Hello again.
Okay, yep. Just gotten everything we need from him. Just got to call us bigger. And we've done everything for Zorayas. She's moved on, so I'm afraid I'm going to have to cut the episode here because I thought we could do the rest of Volcano Manor. It's not much. It's about maybe 15-20 minutes worth of material to go through, but unfortunately I'm going to have to leave it for the next episode. So starting next episode, we will finish the second part of Volcano Manor, and we'll grab a grace right about here. And then once we grab that grace and we're done with the rest of it, which it isn't much, we will head right over and fight Morgott, the Omen King, which is the boss for Lindell Capital. After we defeat him, we will open up this door that's right here, and we will venture in to the next landmass. And we'll go down to a tower right here, and then we'll head up, grab some maps, and then we're in the mountaintop of the Giants, where we will head over to the last mission, June Hoslow, for Volcano Manor. Once we take that out, we'll come back over, take out the boss, Praetor Rykard, and then we will be done with everything in the first section of the game, except for Northern Caelid, which we'll come back to in a later episode. So, pushing right along, you guys. I will meet you over in the, what's it called? Temple of Eiglay. So, I have enough runes that justifies a level up, so I'll level up in between. I'll go search for some, or I'll go, gather some supplies. And I'll meet you guys right here in front of this really nasty, freaky looking snake altar. Is there anything behind this altar? No, nothing. Just weird creepiness. That's the Volcano Manor for you. So, yeah, like I said in the beginning of the episode, if you guys want to, so I now am caught up. I thought that I did about 10 episodes when I first started, and then I started uploading the first one, and I was usually about 4 or 5 episodes ahead of where my streams were, and I thought that I was going to be that far ahead, but then eventually, through things in my personal life happening, I caught up to my note files, so I do not have the next portion, like the next episode, notated yet. I have to go through and take some notes and double check things and figure out the path that I want to move forward. So if you want to watch me do that, which, you know, might not be as entertaining as a walkthrough, but if you want to watch me do it live, I do it on Facebook Gaming. I'll leave a link in the description to my Facebook gaming page, which is just the same as my YouTube Level Up Pub Gaming. So if you want to come and watch me do it live, I will be streaming tomorrow so that I can get enough material to record the next episode, and I'll be doing that. That's the process I'll be doing until I finish the game. So we got about 15 more episodes to go, I'd say, maybe 16 depending on how things turn out. So we're chugging right along. We aren't too far away. We're definitely past the 50% mark. We're definitely way over halfway through the game. So we got about 45% left. So yeah, hopefully this weekend I'll churn out episode 41 for you guys. But until then, if you have any questions, you can leave them in the comments section. And if I don't know the answer, I promise I'll find you the answer. I love talking shop about Elden Ring. And if you're a content creator, you got some knowledge you want to drop on me about how I can make this better, please, please, please let me know. I'm always looking to learn from anybody that knows more of me. But until then, be kind to yourselves, be kind to each other. You guys know I love you. I'll see you in the next one.